Hello, I'm Andreas Voss, speaking from Markdorf, Germany. Welcome to the NIV Therapy Management app, a focused, guideline-aligned tool for non-invasive ventilation. I built this as my final project for CS50, Introduction to Computer Science, highlighting clean data capture, transparent logic, and auditable recommendations. This app supports clinicians who work with NIV in hospitals, outpatient settings, and clinics. Its goal: make data capture, reasoning, and parameter suggestions clear, auditable, and fast. Let's start with creating a new patient. I enter a unique patient ID and basic demographics. From height and sex, the app derives a tidal volume corridor that later informs recommendations. Client and server-side validation ensures clean, consistent data before anything is saved. Next, I record key results from a blood gas analysis. Simple clinical scores, respiratory rate, plus Borg dyspnea, and the single-item sleep quality scale. The form accepts decimal commas and enforces plausible ranges. If I enter an outlier, the check is visible. With correct values, the entry is saved, and we jump straight to the recommendation view. Here the engine distinguishes between initial titration and the optimization of an existing therapy. The suggestions are vendor agnostic: mode, ventilation pressures, backup rate, breathing time ratio, inspiratory time, and rise time, plus a target corridor for tidal volume where appropriate. The values proposed by the engine, sometimes given as ranges, can be adjusted individually. All inputs are validated for plausibility at the time of entry. If a module does not specify the inspiration time, the server computes a safe value from the breathing time ratio and the backup rate within defined bounds. The settings can then be applied with a single click. The course view places serial blood gas analyses alongside therapy parameters. Up and down arrows visualize changes at a glance, helping me judge response and decide the next step. The role model separates read and write access. Authentication and cross-site request forgery protection are enabled. A tamper-resistant audit log captures key actions with patient context, user, timestamps, and field deltas, filterable down to the patient level. Under the hood, Flask with SQLite, SQLAlchemy, WTForms, and Ginger 2. Disease-specific logic resides in distinct modules for COPD, OHS, neuromuscular, thoracic-restrictive, weaning, and paraplegia for maintainability and straightforward updates. The result is a secure, auditable, and streamlined path from structured inputs to guideline-oriented NIV suggestions with strong validation and clear workflows. Guidelines-informed decisions, clinically justified deviations remain possible. This software is purpose-built for medical professionals and may therefore contain details that not everyone will follow in full. Nevertheless, I hope this brief tour has made clear to non-specialists what the program does and how it works. Its parameter suggestions are aligned with the S3 guideline, Non-Invasive Ventilation as Therapy for Chronic Respiratory Insufficiency, version V1.3, 17th July 2024, by the AWMF. Please note that AWMF guidelines are evidence-based recommendations, not binding regulations in Germany. They inform clinical decisions, and deviations are appropriate when medically justified. Thank you for your time and interest.